Something. We'll get it. I'll get it up. You can go. Start.
Okay, we're starting. Hello, everybody. You know me. Okay, no, you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Issa J, and alongside me, as always, is
Liam Landry, the former champion, next to
The champion, if you can tell.
there's a belt.
Yeah, it's
You can
invisible.
see it. It's invisible.
That's the new
It's
belt.
a new upgrade. That's Predator belt.
oh boy. Yeah, so yeah, and before we get started on, well, thank you guys for joining in, for watching. This is Shooting with the Smarky Family, episode 45, and we are going to get started in a little bit. But first, we're going to make two big announcements. Announcement number one, not this Saturday coming, but the Saturday after that, we will be doing a big day of wrestling, starting with two TVs watching NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff and Royal Quest. 8th try, nice. On at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and then later that night we'll be watching AEW's All Out pay-per-view. So we have a big day coming on August 31st, and we want you guys to be with us. Next big announcement. We will be doing something unprecedented for Smart Wrestling Alliance. We will be competing for the Smart Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship. DJ has so kindly put his championship on the line.
I'm putting it on the line for both shows, the UK NXT and the AEW All Out.
And next week we will be doing our predictions for that next Sunday on this show. So stay tuned for that. But let's get on to this episode. Before we do that, let's go down the list. DJ, how was your week this week?
Not too bad. Busy, working a lot.
And getting the belt upgraded.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you could say that.
Yeah, so it'd be visible.
Yeah,
Because you have it right here.
yeah. It's kind of heavy. That's why I'm kind of limping a little
That's the
bit.
upgrades.
Yeah.
Limping.
Yeah.
I didn't see you limp because you're just sitting down the whole time.
Well, yeah, I'm weak, so yeah.
Does it work off your life force?
I guess so.
You should get that checked out.
Oh, thanks.
How was your week, Liam?
That made it pretty good. So,
Better than the last couple?
I don't know. It's about the same. Still kind of in a slump. But, you know, whatever. It's over.
You'll get out of it. You will.
Yes.
I believe in you, my brother. My week was nothing but work. Every day. They even had me working. They had me working 6 days this week, which is not something they ever do. So it was a rough day. It was a rough week for me.
Did you break 40?
I will Monday probably, because I kept having to stay extra because either people called out or they just didn't show up for their shifts. So I was always alone. Always alone.
Forever alone.
Anyways, let's get on to the show before I have an emotional breakdown. Yes.
Is you can have an emotional breakdown during the show?
I don't want to.
Do it.
Okay. I gave in peer pressure way too quickly there.
Yeah.
It was only one person too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I'm a wreck. Anyways, let's jump right into the show proper. As always, we start off with news outside of the WWE. It's where we talk about the news that happened in wrestling that is not WWE affiliated. Usually. A couple times.
Sometimes
it weaves in and out, but this week it did not. So to start things off, we're going to talk about the G1 Climax Final. It happened this past Monday after SummerSlam, after a big tournament, great matches, a lot of 5-star classics that's going to be remembered. How did it all go down, Liam?
Okay, I want to first say, did you see that tweet from Chico?
Missed it.
Oh, he was saying it's like, before it was just called the G1, and then they brought Chico into it and then became the G1 Climax. I know, he was great to follow on Twitter.
Oh,
there.
man.
Okay, so the first match, and this was airing live from Nippon Budokan. Budokan? I'd go Budokan. Budokan. Yes, because I was trying to go back to my Street Fighter days. Like Hadouken. I was like related to that. First off was the tag team match for the Young Lions. Claude Connors and Cole Fredericks defeating Ren Narita and Yoto Tsuji. Suji. T sound, gotcha. Then we had a match with Taguchi Japan featuring Jeff Cobb and Jushin Thunder Liger and Tiger Mask. I don't know why it's formatted that way, but they defeated the team from Suzuki-gun featuring Lance Archer, Taichi, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. I say structure because they had parentheses for Jeff Cobb and Jushin Thunder Liger, but not Tiger Mask, as if he's not a part of Taguchi Japan for some reason.
That's interesting.
Weird framing for that. Chaos, another tag team match with Chaos, featuring Sho, Yo, and Will Ospreay, defeating a team of Bullet Club featuring Chase Owens, Taiji Ishimori, and Yojiro Takahashi. Tokyo Pimp. Then we had another tag team match with Taguchi Japan, this time represented by Juice Robinson and Toa Hanara, defeating the team of John Moxley and Shota Umino. Then another match with Taguchi. He's very heavy Taguchi Knight, I would say. Taguchi is represented by Ryusuke Taguchi, Togi Makabe, Tomako Honma, and Toriyano, and Hiroki Koto. Big team there, defeating LIJ, represented by all the LIJ guys: Bushi, Evil, Sanada, Shingo, Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito. Then we had a Bullet Club being represented by Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, and Tanga Loa, and this would be for the 6-man tag team championships. I would assume because they should still be the champions. I don't remember any time they lost it. Defeating a Chaos team featuring Tomohiro Ishii, Yoshihashi, and also having Kenta with them.
And main big thing here is Kenta turned on Ishii and Yoshihashi by joining Bullet Club, which was a big talking point this week.
Then we had a final tag team matchup here with Suzuki-gun, represented by Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr., defeating a team of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kazuchika Okada. Then finally we had our G1 final with Kota Ibushi defeating Jay White.
So yeah, that's a big final right there, and then Ibushi finally getting that win. He was in the finals last year, losing to Tanahashi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and now he's the winner. That's really big. Not to mention that final match got a 5.5-star rating from
Uncle Davey Meltz.
Yes, Dave Meltzer. That's what they call him. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff there seemed like it was a lot of fun for the final. And I know a lot of times whenever they have those big multi-man tag matches, they treat them like house shows. They're not as serious. However, Suzuki pinned Okada, which is why in a minute we'll talk about what the repercussions of that ended up being. And also, who's the other one? Kenta joining Bullet Club is huge, because we also got to see Shibata do his Shibata move.
Yeah, Shibata attacking Kenta. Of course, Shibata brought Kenta in. That was the storyline then. So he felt was personally betrayed by that. Shibata was out with, I believe it was neck injuries for a long time. He's been out for years, mostly people thinking that he's never going to come back into wrestling, but this may tease a return for him to some degree at least. maybe at least in the multi-man match, multi-tag match, to keep him protected. I don't know how healthy, what his health is, but that'd be very impressive to see a man make a great comeback like that.
Yeah. What do you think about Kenta joining Bullet Club?
It'd be a good move for him, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like he was gonna join a heel faction. I knew he was not tranquilo enough to be in LIJ, so I was like, could be Suzuki-gun. He's wrestling kind of like Suzuki-gun. Bullet Club. Didn't see that one coming, especially after.
He wasn't attacking enough young lions enough for Suzuki-gun.
True.
His young
Very
lion
true.
beating up quota is way too low.
Very much so. I think he's at 0.
Yeah, but no, Suzuki's like, gotta get those numbers up, man.
Oh, joining Bullet Club? Never mind. You have any thoughts on the final?
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't see any of
haven't
it.
been able to see most of it, but so let's go on some sandwiches information
Yes.
to go instead of going back to just New Japan right now. Let's go into some AEW. Do you have that pulled up there?
Yep, we have the whole card or whatever.
And this is for the All Out show.
Yes.
On the
We're gonna
31st.
the updated card for AEW All Out.
I'm pretty sure they'll have some changes. Because the first match we're talking about is the 21 women casino battle royale, where the announced participants as of right now are Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, Allie,
Oh, Drat, Britt Baker.
Brandy Rose, Teal Piper, Evilise, Jazz, and Yaka.
Yuka.
I don't know, Sakazaki.
Is that Yuka Sakazaki?
Yeah, right at the bottom here. Right by my thumb.
Well, move your thumb.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Yuka.
Yes, Yuka Sakazaki.
And there's not 21 women on the roster currently, so there will be surprises, Brandy Rose said. So, obviously.
Let's quickly speculate. I think Awesome Kong will probably join in.
I wouldn't think anybody, unless they're going to sign somebody right after, I wouldn't think anybody coming in as a surprise would win. Because to me, it would just be, like a, I don't know how
Now that Britt Baker's in it, I think she's going to win the whole thing.
You think so? But you know what the winner gets, right?
A chance at
The title on the October 2nd AEW show. So that, I guess.
So I'm
thinking
Britt Baker's winning.
So that's the. They don't have the other women, right, for the title yet.
What other woman?
For the match, for the.
Oh no.
They didn't announce. Okay. So
do you want me to say the other women match since it's nothing but Japanese names?
Yeah. You know what it is. I gotta find it first. It's not on here.
It isn't? You sure?
I don't think it is. You can look.
Yes, we also have Riho versus Hikaru Shida.
Okay. Anything?
A singles match.
You don't know anything?
A singles match. I don't think there's any stipulation for it or anything. Or
could end up being one because it's weird that they're not in there.
I know.
Right.
This could be the other number one contender.
It
doesn't
very much could be.
Right. It doesn't say it is, but
seemed like the most logical conclusion.
Riho currently is a champion down in Stardom,
and well, it also makes sense for her because she's so far undefeated. She's been in there a lot more than Britt Baker.
She does technically have
not a pin.
Not a pin.
Not a pin or submission. That's
with
it.
AEW.
Yeah, she was in a team that lost, but but so far she's kind of been going, and she's been in there more than Britt Baker actually has been.
Yeah,
as a character.
She's wrestled every single week. I'm pretty sure.
So either one of those can win and be the logical contender. Or, I know Kenny Omega said that's the match he's looking most forward to.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking forward.
And the Battle Royale is
your only Yuka.
Is your only pre-show match.
Yes. Yeah. Figured.
Yuki or Yuka?
What?
The name. The first.
For what?
The one next to Riho.
Hikaru?
Yeah, no, it's Hikaru.
Hikaru Shida?
Shida,
yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one too. Because I really like what Hikaru Shida has been able to show.
He also hasn't been in too many matches in the AEW so far either.
Very true.
I think you one you think was the one in the one.
No,
in
I
the
love
Battle
Yuka
Royale.
Sakazaki.
Yeah,
I know.
but you were
Yuka
saying
Sakazaki.
like what was it Yuka? From what you were asking just now.
No, it was the one with the wardrobe malfunction.
The one that you thought was a wardrobe malfunction?
Yes.
Yes.
No, that wasn't Yuka. Yuka was the.
I
That
know
is
that's
the
not that one.
Oh.
You were just asking what was the one next to Rio? Was it the UK? So,
Yeah.
So I was saying, were you confused?
Oh, I just, my brain scrambled
You
her
were
first
confusing
name.
right there, yeah.
Hikaru
Shida.
Shida. What are the rest of the matches, good sir?
We have Cody versus Shawn Spears with Tola Blanchard, if you know who that is.
Yeah, Tessa Blanchard's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that should be really
That should
interesting
be
because
good.
this
Is
is.
that the former horseman? Or
I
was
believe
it?
so.
Because I know her father and uncle were both in wrestling. So I don't know if this one was the former four horsemen.
Who, Tully?
I can look that up.
It
but
could.
I can give you
He
that name.
definitely could be. But yeah, I think this one's going as the most storyline driven. With the surprise chair to the face. I love how he's taken the chairman gimmick. He's now the chairman, which I just think is just great heel heat. And this one should be a really good match. What's his face is definitely Cody. Cody's definitely a tweener, but he's definitely going to be playing babyface here. So I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that's former four horsemen.
Alright, next match going up. So
Is the three-way match between Darby Allin, Joey Janela, and Jimmy Havoc.
this one should be brutal.
That should be a good match.
This one should be crazy brutal. I think maybe Darby will win this one. But who knows? I honestly don't know. I'm guessing Darby. Maybe we'll see what happens next week. But
It's a three-way loss. All
You mean
of
2
them die.
weeks? You mean 2 weeks,
what a
right?
three-way win! All of them die.
And then we have the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix versus the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. For the AAA World Tag Team Championship.
I think this one, Lucha Brothers are finally going to
That's
get
a
the
ladder match.
win. It's a ladder match.
Yeah,
Oh, it-
Yeah, I think this one.
doesn't say that.
Escolar de la... Yep,
Yeah,
that's a ladder match. Okay. No, okay, yeah, it's a ladder match, so I guess
Yeah, I think
that's gonna be brutal.
It's just ladder match in Spanish.
Yeah,
What
right.
was it saying again?
Escala de la...
Yeah, I think that must be like a ladder of death match.
Okay, yeah, but it's gonna be a brutal match, I think, just because Ray Phoenix is a fast move, you know.
Well, they all
and
are.
Bucks.
They all are.
Even
I think
Pentagon
there's
Jr.?
gonna be. Oh yeah, Pentagon.
He's okay.
He can fly when he wants to.
oh wow, okay. that
He is
should
a
be really-
luchador.
Well, yeah.
I think it's gonna be a fun, very fun match, and I think
Brutal, definitely.
I'm excited for it. I really am.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one gift of this computer generated thing where they had like a ladder match, like people on a ladder, like one does a vertical suplex to the outside to another ladder that was suspended over like the barricades and with one person on the other side, so that person landed and then flung the other person off to land onto a table. And I feel like this could be the match where they do that.
Oh my gosh!
No.
Don't kill yourself, guys. And this is,
Yeah,
this-
save that for the
All Out's gonna have a lot
save
of
that for the
death.
triple threat.
Yeah. What's next?
And then
sir?
we have the best friends Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta versus the Dog Butter, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson. And the winners receive a first round bye in the AEW World Tag Team
Hey,
Championship.
can you use a dogger name than Stu Grayson?
Yeah,
It's
I
a
kind
funny
of.
name though. That is a funny name. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun match, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. Everyone who watches our stuff knows I'm a huge tag team wrestling fan. So especially if it's done right, and I think this one's going to be done right. What's next?
We have probably match of the night: John Moxley versus Kenny Omega.
This one should be fun too.
It'll probably get a 5-star rating from Dave Moxley if I had to guess.
We'll see. It all depends on how it goes. Yeah. And one more match?
They got one more match. Adam Page versus Chris Jericho for the inaugural AEW
World
Championship. I think Page is gonna win just because Jericho's not gonna be there enough.
This one is gonna be a very interesting one to see, without a doubt, because who knows where it's going.
Right.
Who knows?
I mean, are they using Jericho for just a few months and they're gonna keep the title on him?
Is he gonna take that title all the way to his
Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And yeah.
You want to see Jericho dressed up as one of the kids from Cobra Kai?
Oh jeez. What was that?
That's
Oh,
fine.
that's
There's like a 80s,
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
80s
Put him
ball.
in a body bag. Which is funny because Darby Allin brings out body bags. But yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very fun card. I'm excited. I guess we move on to more New Japan stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do World Quest or J Super Cup?
Super Jacob?
Super J Cup.
You can do Super Jacob.
J Cup of Super. Alright, Cup J of Super. That's the wrong button. Here we go. So, not only have all participants have been announced for the Super J Cup, the bracket has been announced, and it starts in 4 days. We have Will Ospreay versus Amazing Red, which should be a pretty good match. Veteran and Will Ospreay, the current IGPW Junior Heavyweight Champion. IWGP Box. International Wrestling Grand Prix.
Yeah.
There we go. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. We have Sho and Taiji Ishimori, Bone Soldier. This one's probably going to be one of those matches where it's going to be really good and brutal up until the end. I'm really looking forward to this one because both of these guys put on a great show in the not the G1. What is it called?
Best of the Super Junior?
Best of the Super Junior.
Didn't they? Are they fight this? Probably fought either this past tournament or tournament before.
It was this one because they had on night 1.
Yes. Yeah, I remember now.
Yes. Then we have Connors. I don't know his first name. Versus TJP or TJ Perkins.
Not sure what his first name is either.
Yeah, not at all. I think this one's gonna be your squash match of the night.
I mean,
New Japan isn't known for doing that, so probably not. But we'll definitely see.
it's not necessarily fair to Connors.
True.
You just saying that because you don't really know who he is.
Exactly. TJP was in WWE as a 205 Live guy, the inaugural
as a
Cruiserweight champion. Huh?
And an Impact as a video game guy.
Yes. Suicide.
Yeah, last person used Suicide.
So now he's out in New Japan, so it'll be really cool to see what he does. Robbie Eagles versus El Phantasmo. There's super history here, so this one should be a really good match in the context of storytelling.
Super J history.
We also have Ryusuke Taguchi versus Jonathan Gresham, the Octopus. This one should be the comedy match, I think. Obviously, it's going to be very well contested, but it should be really fun to watch these two guys go at it. Yo versus Dragon Lee. This one should be really good. Dragon Lee is a former champion right now.
Former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and former CMLL Cruiserweight Champion as well.
So this one should be a good matchup. We have Caristico versus Bushi. This one should be a great luchador match. And then
some pretty good masks too.
Yeah, really cool looking masks. And then Rocky Romero versus Soberano Jr. And then apparently he's really big in CMLL right at the minute.
I feel like I hear a lot about both of those last two guys from CMLL. I don't watch it, but the idea is like if I hear enough about it, it must be pretty big. I know I was telling before how Caristico is always on the advertisement, so
Mhm.
it must be a pretty big name
Yeah.
to get that. Would that matter to New Japan? Who knows?
Exactly.
I mean, besides Dragon Lee, I haven't seen CMLL guys do that well.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, unless if they're New Japan guys as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. True.
Bushi or all of LIJ.
Right.
Or Kazuchi Okada, maybe. I know Okada trained in Mexico
Oh.
when he
Okay.
was younger. I don't know if
Mhm.
it wasn't Young Lion program, but he may have gone back.
Mhm.
So he
So.
talked about how he went middle school, moved to Mexico, and started training.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
All right, then. Yeah. So the first night is going to be on the 22nd of this month. Second night is going to be on the 24th.
And that's 22nd in Seattle.
Yeah, and then the 24th in San Francisco, and then on the 25th we'll have the semifinals and the finals on the in Los Angeles on the 25th. Should be a very fun tournament. We'll try to get DJ to watch some of the matches.
That'd be stuff that you would like. That's fast paced.
It is.
High
Yeah,
flying.
completely
Okay.
fast paced and high flying.
I'll make
So-
it over then.
So yeah, so that's that card. Anything else to talk about with this?
No, not right now. Not yet.
Okay. Who do you think's gonna win? Top of your head.
Top of my head, top of the head to you. One side I see.
I know this one's really difficult to predict. I'm gonna go
How
out
about-
on a limb.
How about my boy Yo?
Your boy Yo?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna change it up out of nowhere. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Bone Soldier himself. Get some Bullet Club action in there. I wish I could say Takahashi, but he's not. He's still out with injury, unfortunately.
No one Jabushi man?
I would
At least some LIJ representation.
love to, but Bushi doesn't really do a lot. They don't really push him all that much,
No.
unfortunately. The only other person is Dragon Lee that I think could be pushed really good. Maybe Show. Who knows with TJP, Eagles, and El Fantasmo. This one's a hard one to predict. And we'll also talk about another 16-man tournament coming up really, really soon. But I guess the last thing we talk about outside of the WWE would be the Royal Quest show. I'm getting it right finally.
Yes.
Yay.
The Royal Quest line. We have some major matches there. We have Gorilla's Destiny versus what was the current IWGP Tag Team Champions, Heavyweight Tag Team Champions,
Mm-hmm.
versus mystery opponents.
Who do you think? Who do you speculate it could be?
It'd probably be someone British. I don't know British tag teams.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I don't know British. And I don't know British tag teams that don't work for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be the now.
Or British tag teams that aren't associated with already New Japan Pro Wrestling. If there are really any, they're really okay. I can't call Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. a British tag team because only one of them is actually British.
I mean, I think they're still current Rev Pro British Tag Team Champions. At least they're former.
Yes.
So, I mean, Rev Pro says they're British Tag Team.
True.
But I don't know, it'd be someone whose faces.
However, very true.
It's versus Will Ospreay and a clone of Will Ospreay. Jack the Jobber's whole thing list gets thrown out the window.
Clone of Jack. Clone of
Will
Will
Ospreay.
Ospreay.
It's two of them now, damn it.
I want to speculate someone who isn't British. LAX. That would be super cool.
Okay. LAX is just gonna get put into any like mystery tag team spot.
Mm-hmm. All the mystery tag team spots go to LAX.
Oh, we also had Tomohiro Ishii putting his Never Openweight Championship on the line against Kenta. Paying him back for that betrayal at the G1 Climax Finals.
I think they're gonna give it to Kenta here. This one's gonna be
I
good.
think so too.
That should be a good match.
Rev Pro UK Undisputed British Heavyweight title is on the line. Zack Sabre Jr., current champion, versus Tanahashi.
I think they're gonna keep it on Zack Sabre Jr. because he's doing a lot of good stuff with the championship right now, and he looks like a strong champion whenever he's defending it. Cause
Except on the G1.
well, here's the thing: it's a little bit different. Whenever he's actually has that championship on the line, he becomes a completely different guy. Like he takes it serious. But in the G1, even though he did want to win, he wasn't entirely all that serious about every single match.
It was the UK politics that was the problem. That's what he said. So, but I mean, I guess you're right. But I only really got to see him do that against Yoshihashi. So, and then finally, the IWGP Heavyweight title is on the line with the Rainmaker versus Minoru Suzuki.
I think that could be a hidden gem right there. It sounds like it's going to be something crazy indeed.
Okay, so
you excited for that show too?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about more British stuff happening on that same day, like we mentioned at the start of the same time. So
is some video, some guy just getting completely thrown out of a building, like really comically, and it was tweeted out by DJ Jazzy Jeff.
That's funny.
Saying, I'm not the only one.
So yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening outside of the WWE, but you know what that means. It's time to open the doors and go inside of the WWE, because time for the next segment, news inside the WWE. It's just like the last segment, except exclusively WWE. We're going to talk about something that's a little bit scary first. Toni Storm reportedly bowed out of her appearance at WXW's next event because it's rumored and speculated that she might have a back injury. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, we would hope that's not anything serious.
100%.
Hope for any type of full recovery.
Yeah.
Or just for this to be rumors and not real.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Toni Storm, we hope you're not injured, and if you are, a very quick recovery. We hope in your future.
Next we have the Roman Reigns. Talk a little bit about.
We'll talk about Roman Reigns.
A little bit. He did sign a new contract.
Pretty sure it's a 5-year deal.
Okay.
For a boatload of money, where he wants his money in a boat, like all the money in a boat, and the boat is loaded with his money. Obviously, that's not true. That would be really stupid. But yeah, well, what are some of the details you can find
this is
here?
from WWE.com, so it's.
Ow. Cracking my knuckles.
Roman Reigns.
Give you some ASSM.
I don't know. They're not saying. Oh, here it is. Bleacher Report is speculating, or it was unclear how much Reigns will earn, because WWE's not. That's why I couldn't find on WWE.com. But he was WWE's third highest paid superstar in 2018 with earnings of $4.3 million, and John Cena was $10 million and Brock Lesnar was 6.5. So them two made more, but
so
obviously with John Cena not being there anymore, he's gonna make more money. But I would guess somewhere in the range of the $10 to $12 million contract for 3 or 5 years. They didn't want to. It doesn't say on the WWE.com website. He's held the WWE Universal, Intercontinental, United States, and Tag Team Championships throughout his career. And early this year, he won the first ever WWE moment for Espins. So that was.
of course he did. Well, I guess
after
nice.
battling leukemia.
Yeah,
returning
time around and winning.
So he had to.
So congratulations to getting a really good deal. And I know Roman Reigns has said that he only wants to be full active for only 5 more years, and after this deal, he'll probably just be part time, and after part time, he'll probably just be legendary. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all pans out in the next 5 years.
You're pronouncing it wrong. That's legend. Wait for it. Derry.
Okay, I didn't watch How I Met Your Mother, so I'm sorry. I was not able to get
Yeah, I
that
get where he's going.
quote out. His name's Barney.
Yes. Rubble. It's canonically the same character.
No, it's not.
Don't listen to him. It's the same character. It's
And-
based on the Flintstones universe. It's just post Stone Age.
Yeah,
I'll just
okay,
take
I see
your
what
word
you're saying
for
now.
it.
That's How I Met Your Mother. The end result was I bumped on the head and grabbed her by the hair, dragged her to my house.
Yep.
And boom.
She's your mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
how it goes.
yeah, let's talk about the
King of the Ring?
NXT. We'll do King of the Ring last because we're
Okay,
gonna do
that's
more
fine.
speculation on it after.
Yeah,
let's,
that works.
let's do
King of the
NXT.
Hill next, right?
What?
King of the Hill?
King of the Ring?
King of the Hill is a good show. Did I say King of the Hill?
No, you said King of the Ring, but I said King of the Hill.
Yeah, King of the Hill is a good show.
No. What's
But
NXT?
let's
Okay,
go
look
to the
at
wrong
yourself.
channel. We have to go to the other channel to talk
Look
about
at yourself, King of the Ring, but with all King of the Hill characters.
No.
that. The guy who can't speak very good English, I think, would win. That's my vote. What is your name, sir?
Boom, I was 315. Phone to the big trash.
Alright, you ready for this updated card for TakeOver Cardiff?
Yes.
We have
How many matches? 5, right?
so far there's only 4 announced, and next week we'll see if anything has changed.
Okay.
Alright, match 1, we have Toni Storm, your current NXT UK Women's Champion, going up against Kaylee Ray. Should be an interesting match. For the United Kingdom Championship, we have your current champion Walter versus a former champion Tyler Bate. I mean, Walter's only the 3rd champion of this championship's existence, so it'll be interesting to see what happens
Didn't think
further
about
on.
it before, but they're out there in the world. There's a Kaylee Ray and a Kylie Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's funny. Next, we have a triple threat tag team for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. Their current champions Zach Gibson and James Drake. I know they have a name, but I can't tell you what it is. Mark Andrews and Flash Gordon Webster. And the final is Gallus, which is Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. Should be a good match there. And then our 4th match is a last man standing match with Joe Coffey versus Dave Mastiff. So, and again, there's no 5th match as of yet, but we will keep you updated when news breaks. Your thoughts on what we're about to see for the UK?
Hopefully it's interesting. I don't know too much about the UK scene, so it'll just be difficult to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know much either, so.
Which is why we're all going. Which is why we're all going into this predictions in a couple weeks. Pretty much all in the same boat.
Yes.
Do they do any like weekly shows or anything? No.
Yes, they have NXT UK weekly.
They do?
Yes,
Yes.
it's on the network
It's on the network?
for only $9.99 for now,
Plus tax.
plus tax.
Did they ever confirm the
Whoops.
new listing and stuff? Because we're gonna have like new prices and stuff.
They haven't yet.
Yes. Right. Okay.
However, they
So it's
did
on
do
next
their update, and during SummerSlam,
And it sucked.
everybody was
But it
angry.
sucked. Yeah.
All right, next is the King of the Ring. It is back. It starts tomorrow on Raw. The first 4 matches should be happening for the Raw bracket. Let's read both brackets, sir.
We have, we'll start with,
We'll start with Raw.
Raw. Yeah, Cesaro and Samoa Joe. That should be a really good match. Ricochet and Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm. That should be a really great
Cedric
match.
Alexander and Sami Zayn.
That should be an okay
The
match.
Miz and Baron Corbin.
That should be a match.
I just hate how they're kind of doing this just
I
because
thought
it's gonna be a good card, but it's like these matches seem like they're, I don't know. I think they should do it like 2 and 2, 2-1 Raw, 2 the next Raw. They're gonna be too short to be great matches because it's Raw,
Well,
and Raw
we'll
doesn't really
definitely see.
does long matches. I hope they do some kind of way, but
At least they reverse their opinion about wrestling during commercial breaks.
Yeah,
Really?
So that
thank
these
goodness.
don't just turn into a bunch of 2 out of 3 falls matches. It's now a tag team match. It's a tournament, damn.
wait, so they took it.
Yeah, they reversed that decision.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was the stupidest thing
But
ever.
yeah, let's speculate who we think is gonna win.
I
Raw
got-
side.
I don't know.
Baron Corbin.
No, you think Baron Corbin?
I could see Baron Corbin just because if I picked what WWE wanted, it'd be Baron Corbin. If I picked who I wanted, it would either be Drew McIntyre or The Miz, even.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Drew McIntyre. I think they're fine. I do think that shot of him just appearing out of nowhere against the Undertaker was something to set up, and I think this tournament is the perfect way to finally pull that trigger. I don't see them pulling the trigger on any of the. You have Samoa Joe versus Cesaro, which I think is the craziest.
Right.
I think it's a great matchup, of course.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing I will say, I do love how the order of the matches, because it makes it just that much harder to predict.
Right.
Just a little bit.
How about this though? Best way to pull the trigger: tournament finals, Drew McIntyre, about the Claymore, lights go down, lights come back up, and then then it's the same camera position where Undertaker comes up from behind him, like Drew did to him, goes grabs him here with the Tombstone Pile Driver,
Yep.
costing him the tournament victory, but setting up a feud between them.
Yep. You don't want that, but I could see that happening.
It's better
Don't
setup.
know.
Yeah.
So what's
Because you use the feud with the Undertaker to be your building point.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a tournament and the feud against Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is why a lot of people
Like
think
granted, I
wherever.
also feel Ricochet is probably going to lose because of AJ.
Mm-hmm. The OC.
As long as they keep that feud going.
Yeah. I mean, to
But
be
granted,
fair,
they
it
just
is.
read about that.
Well, he's still doing stuff.
As like Survivor Series comes in and he's on like the same team as the OC because they just completely forget that they feuded.
That has happened before.
Vintage WWE.
Yes. Let's read the SmackDown side.
We have Kevin Owens versus Elias.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready for that. Ali versus Buddy Murphy.
Mustafa Ali.
Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin. And Apollo Crews versus Andrade.
Andrade Cien Almas.
I'm sorry. The SmackDown side looks so pathetic.
I highly disagree.
No, the wrestlers are good. It's the matches. Like, I don't want to see Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin. I really don't.
I do, because that means one of those two guys actually gets into the next round. Because everyone was thinking Chad Gable or Shelton. They were thinking both Chad Gable
Or as he
and
will soon
Shelton
be known
Benjamin.
as Shorty G.
Shorty G.
Yeah, they're changing the name. I saw.
But here's the thing. Everyone thought that Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin both were going to be eliminated in round one. And now that's not
But the
case.
sad part is, you know he's going nowhere. You know Elias is going nowhere. You probably know either Andrade or probably Apollo Crews is probably going nowhere.
What's the chances that they bring up Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable's tag team cast?
They could do that.
It is SmackDown. I think Corey Graves and Tom Phillips and even what's your name, sir? I'm not gonna get this.
Bradshaw.
No, it's definitely not Bradshaw.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh my gosh, he's younger than all of them.
Taz.
Still younger.
Bobby the
Corey
Brain Heenan.
Corey Graves, Byron Saxon. Yes, I got it. Byron Saxon. I think those three guys will have enough.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Have enough wherewithal to mention it. So I think commentary.
But it
will
shows
be good
you.
over
It
there.
just shows you how much better talent Raw has than SmackDown.
But I
To some-
necessarily don't agree. I
some
think Baron
extent.
Corbin versus The Miz is highly telegraphic. And as well
I like the Miz though,
so yeah. But I think he's losing.
you see the Kevin Owens Elias match ain't gonna be much to me, just because.
I think that one's gonna be because a lot of times
I heard
in
the
these
most
kind of
story
tournaments,
behind it.
it
Why
does.
do you say that? Oh well, yeah,
Because of the past with Shane McMahon.
yeah,
the last
Elias
couple
was with
weeks.
Shane McMahon. You are right there. So
Well, not was. He still is.
Yeah, you could have Shane McMahon coming in and try to interfere with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know much about Ali and Buddy Murphy. I guess that could be a good match, but
No.
but that's
No,
like the
they've
only.
had, you've seen a lot of their matches already. They have a bunch of great matches for that for the in 205 Live, but also for the championship once or twice.
Okay.
So
The
those
only-
two guys have great chemistry together.
The only match I'm really looking forward to is Apollo Crews and Andrade, because that's the match.
I think these matches are going to surprise us on Saturday, and
What do you
because
think?
this is a tournament, and because I love myself some tournaments, I will be watching every single match in the tournament as they happen, and maybe Wednesday or Thursday I will go live just to give a quick recap. But yeah,
Oh, cool.
that is something I will be doing, as well as watching the Super J
Super
Cup.
J Cup.
Yay! Finally got it. My Tourette's did not beat me this
So
time.
any more
The other one, whatever.
any more news?
Yeah.
Wait, who do you think is going to be the winner on the SmackDown side?
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
What about you?
Trying to think.
Because that'd be the
Mhm.
perfect move with the.
Because
Shane
Buddy
McMahon.
Murphy has the ability to be messed up by Eric Rowan, with Daniel Bryan. Kevin Owens has the ability to be messed up by
Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd be perfect feud if he wins it. Best in the world versus King in the Ring. Winner.
Yeah, I'd go with Shane. I mean, go with Kevin.
Kevin Owens.
Oh, he's going to insert himself in another tournament at the end.
Yeah, that's it. Kevin Owens gets injured, and he inserts himself at the end
Right.
and wins it again.
Yeah,
That's how they continue the feud.
Oh my god.
I can see that.
That's perfect.
What about you, Issa?
Good job. Good booking.
Good
Ah,
job.
balls. I hope I did not give them any ideas. Kevin Owens is like the best shout, but I'm just gonna be crazy. I'm gonna go Andrade. I think he has the most to gain, and he's dating the Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Andrade versus super babyface Cedric Alexander.
I could
Andrade winning.
I could see Andrade.
That's
winning.
not happening, but that's my crazy bold prediction. And
I
I think
think-
it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. Drew McIntyre wins.
And I
because
think
screw
is that
this.
Kevin Owens doesn't even really get injured, but Shane McMahon gets the ref to just call him, say that he's not, that he can't go, just add more fuel to the fire. Perfect move, Issa.
Oh my gosh,
That's most entertaining. That's how you do it.
that I don't think that's how you do it, but
Yes, give me that.
let's go. Is that
We were
Mr. Mike?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. The 24/7 championship changed hands again. That was 18 hours ago, so I guess it happened overnight.
Huh?
Did he lose to his wife again?
Huh?
Did he lose to his wife again?
I don't know. Why? She was champion.
When did you
She's
beat
really coming
Elias?
along.
Hey, it's Miss Maria.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's really showing now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool picture.
Hopefully, good, happy pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Always.
Do
Yeah.
you remember the first pregnant champion?
No, who was it?
Maria.
For
Canales.
24/7?
Yeah.
Oh, she held the title?
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yes. There was a weird picture with Maria and Mike because they had like fan picture,
Mm-hmm.
but they wanted to do it with also like them standing on Mike when he was laying on the ground. But it was like a mother and like two little girls too,
Oh my gosh.
which made it really creepier.
And they actually did that.
Yeah.
Wait, talking
Oh
about
my god.
talking about creepy things real quick. WWE, I saw a rumor saying they think WWE thinks Bray Wyatt's character is too scary.
Really?
Would y'all agree? Or
Oh, so remember when we were talking about how Good Boys doing this whole TV PG show?
Mm.
Apparently, it was TV 14. SummerSlam
For
was
what?
this year.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Well-
no, I did hear about that before.
Yeah, everything's 14 now, right?
No, the stuff on TV is still TV PG.
I mean, realistically, they
but-
could probably go scarier.
Well, they're changing to 14 though, right? That's why they're doing the fingers and the.
The fingers? What?
Well, I thought they changed to 14 so they can do more of
Oh, you mean flipping the
the
bird?
flipping the bird and stuff.
It's like the fingers. What are you
Because you
talking
can't do that
about?
with PG, right? Or can you?
You can because they did.
Okay, I thought they were changing.
You
PG
can get away
14.
with certain things to an extent.
Okay.
The thing is, I did not know any of the rumors, and I didn't know about it until afterwards, and that maybe just the pay-per-view they're gonna be TV 14 because of like the Fiend or because of some things they decide. Who knows?
Nothing that he did was really TV 14 though.
It was just a severed head, I think.
No, but I don't know. People were saying that maybe the WWE is going back on that or something. I really didn't find it that scary.
No.
No, it was more just unsettling than
I didn't
scary.
really find that unsettling.
Well, not everyone can be you.
I guess so. You ever went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum?
I haven't.
Yeah, that's a.
And
That's
there
cool
they have a
museum.
picture of a lamp that was just like a regular lamp with a lampshade that was made out of human skin taken from Jewish people. It was made by a Nazi scientist.
Oh my word.
So I was like, when you see a picture like that, then
Yeah.
nothing else really seems that disturbing.
Yeah, I hate Nazis.
Alright,
Oh,
so
right.
You
next
also have
segment.
Ed Gein, the guy
Next
that they
segment, or-
made Texas Chainsaw Massacre out of.
Uh-huh.
And he said like they went into his thing, everything was covered in human skin leather.
Mm-hmm.
Like his
Yeah, that's why he's a
couches,
leather
chairs.
face, right?
Yeah.
Moving on to the next segment. It is the best segment of the week. This is where we talk about our favorite segments that we thought were the best this week in wrestling. So we're going to start with the champion. What was your favorite segment this week, be it match or promo? Or whatever.
Nothing. I'm gonna go back to SummerSlam because I didn't get
Yeah, you
to
can go back to
watch
SummerSlam.
any wrestling because it was only a week. I've only had the championship for a week, but I'm really ready for AEW. So probably I'll get more into that
What'd you
in
call it from
October.
SummerSlam?
But this week, I guess SummerSlam. I'd say the Brock Lesnar match. Even though Brock Lesnar lost, ever since he came back to WWE, that's his best match, hands down, in my opinion. It's just he did a little bit of everything. It seemed like he actually kind of cared about the match, in my opinion. He didn't just get in there, do a few suplexes, a few F5, two or three F5s, 20 suplexes, and we're done. No, he actually kept put through. They had the table spot, they had the outside the ring stuff. It was done really well, and I would give that match like Dave Meltzer. I don't know if he would give it 5 stars, but I did.
He gave it 4 1/4.
Yeah,
Really?
it's 4 1/4. Yeah.
Wow, that's to me for a Brock Lesnar match. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, it was tied for best of the weekend.
Oh really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot coming from Brock Lesnar.
With EO and
Candice LeRae.
they all got 4.25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, cool. So yeah, that's my favorite match of the week. Y'all should go check it out.
And yours, good sir.
I like that one. I'll let you go with that and go with another one. I'll say
Okay.
I went back to watch some G1 stuff, and it's technically a little further past this week, but I'm still gonna go with it. The Okada versus Kota Ibushi match for the Block A finals was a real good one.
I can see
Very
why you
good.
picked that one.
Very good storytelling. A slow start for logical reasons, as the announcers say, because either a win or a tie would put Okada over. So a lot of it, he was just kind of playing defense. Rocky had a good point when you talked about it's like the fourth quarter of a football game when you're up, so you're just playing more defense. Having Kota Ibushi have to try to fight, to try to get the spots with the bad
Rocky's
ankle.
really good on commentary.
Yeah, with the bad ankle and a mad burn on his shoulder and stuff, so he's worn down, but he kept fighting back in order to win to go on to the finals.
Yeah, mine is gonna. I have 3 shouts.
Alright.
First one was, which isn't my pick, is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. Only got Bebe, yes. It only got 4 stars from Dave Meltzer, which I thought was a disservice. I thought it was great back and forth, great counter moves. Is a third in the match, so out of a huge history between the two of them already. But I thought everything flowed very nicely, and it kept escalating and escalating. Yeah, Johnny Gargano costing himself the first fall was a bit foolish, but it was still a lot of fun because you see Johnny is this totally different character now. Because after he did it, he was like, oh well, whatever. I still have 2 more opportunities. And it just kept going and going until the very end, where it was a crazy spot off the top of a barbed wired cage onto a table where it's supposed to be 2, but they missed one. And just having the wherewithal to just put your arm over, and then bada bing, bada boom, Adam Cole retains. I really enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed Cedric Alexander versus Drew McIntyre. That happened this Monday. Holy crud, did both of those guys put in the work, and Drew McIntyre bumping and selling, and seeing Drew McIntyre do a Spanish fly was mental. Like, not only does he sell the lumbar check, but he does a stinking Spanish fly. Holy crud, that was cool. And one of the coolest Claymore finishers for the match ever, where he just flips Cedric all the way around. That was really cool. However, my shout is going to be my pick, 100%, Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai, because there were a couple things that people missed out on this match, and how great. The character work from Io was phenomenal. Oh my gosh, she is senpai forever. She was so good at her new character. She reminded me a lot of Takahashi with her craziness. Candice LeRae having all that babyface fire, always trying to keep going and keep going and keep fighting until she can't, was really, really cool and inspiring. But the finish was amazing. After the moonsault does not put Candice LeRae away, Io Shirai goes crazy, and she finally gets Candice in like this chokehold with her legs. I don't remember what they called it, but it was Japanese. So she has her in this chokehold, and then Candice LeRae is about to tap. So what does Io do? She takes Candice's arm and puts it into the hold, so where Candice LeRae can't tap out, and she's forced to pass out. So Candice LeRae passes out. It shows just how evil and maniacal and just wants to dish out pain Io is, and it's so awesome. And how she just grabs her arm, puts it under, holds it in, just to make sure she passes out Candice LeRae. She does not want Candice to tap. She wants her to pass out. I thought that was really cool character work, really good story in the ring, really great match. My favorite match of the week. So yeah, that was mine.
Awesome.
Guess it's time to move on to our next segment, and it's Are You Serious? It's where we take something in wrestling and we rant about it. Unless, of course, we want to praise something. So we'll let you go first, Liam. What is your Are You Serious?
Shorty G, are you serious? I won't go too far into it because, I mean, it hasn't really happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the backlash will talk some sense into them and they don't do it. But, it's a real serious fall from the guy who was really the main man from the Team Alpha.
Right.
So it's a real sad development. You know, at least
Mhm.
they'd have him on 205 Live, 205 Live champion. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever. You know, just waiting for his contract to go up so he can go elsewhere.
It'd be really cool to see him in New Japan.
Best of the Super Juniors.
Oh, heck yes. Mine, Are You Serious, is going to be about the fans. Especially the fans of takeovers. Because Are You Serious? You are complaining about how it wasn't top tier. And you're complaining about, in my opinion, the best Shannon Baszler match because she has improved leaps and bounds. I don't understand why all of the NXT fans feel so, entitled to a certain caliber when TakeOver Toronto was still immensely better than SummerSlam. Yeah, SummerSlam was a lot of fun and it was happening and stuff, but when it comes to pure work rate, it was still nothing compared to NXT TakeOver Toronto. And I think a lot of people are finally getting to that point where, oh, we're entitled to this, we're entitled to that. No, you're not. Just watch the show and enjoy yourself. It's the only way you're going to have a good time. So, Are You Serious? Stop that. What is yours, good sir?
I'm actually gonna go in a totally different direction. Actually, praise WWE. If this actually becomes a habit, I will be very happy. Or becomes a new thing for WWE. I talked about it at lunch when the three of us went to go to lunch earlier today. That I've heard from some friends of mine that through rumors that it might be happening, like it did for SummerSlam, which 9:30 Central Time cut off between 9:30 and 10 for the pay-per-views. I totally agree with that. The pay-per-views, especially when you have the big ones like SummerSlam and WrestleMania, where you have the 2-hour pre-shows beforehand, and then you have till 11 o'clock at night, where WrestleMania might go till 11 o'clock, but let's hope with this 9:30 cutoff that they only go an hour till 10:30 maybe. I mean, WrestleMania is a Super Bowl of WWE, but I wouldn't mind if WrestleMania went that long. They just, 9:30 was perfect because they were able to work on the matches. They were able to showcase that you could still have this number of matches. You had, 12 matches, I think it was? 10 or 12?
On the show proper, it was 9.
9, okay, so you had 9 shows, but in 3.5 hours, you were able to show 9 good matches.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. You had a couple that were okay. I get it. You're always going to have that. Because a couple of them have to be short to make these longer, But still, it just shows you that you can do it in 3 hours. And the thing I hate is when they set a time, if they set a time for 9:30 and they go till 10, you're okay with that because you're used to the 4 hours. When they set a time for 10 and don't get done till 10:30, it's like, really, WWE? It just...
When you set a time for 10 and it goes all the way to 12, and you're like,
when was that?
No, I'm just saying.
Or when you have WrestleMania and you're playing with the beach volleyball instead of worrying about a Roman Reigns match because one, they gave you the volleyball, and two, I could probably guarantee you 90% of the people in the Superdome were tired by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a lot of wrestling. I get it, you're trying to put everybody on the card, but sometimes you just gotta pick and choose your spots and know how long the pay-per-views have to be. And I hope WWE sticks to the 9:30 window. That would be wonderful. 9:30 Central. The 3.5 hours, the straight 4 hours. Do like you're doing for USA. With SmackDown and Raw ending at 9 and 10 on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like, I like how it's going to end it, You might have a couple of cliffhangers because you don't see everything because it cuts off on you, but I just hope WWE learns from SummerSlam and that it was actually really, I wasn't tired after. it was so boring. It was so hard to talk about it after. You know, if we would have done, we did the 10-hour WrestleMania. I mean, granted, we picked the the first 5 hours to do ourselves, but 5 hours of wrestling.
What was that?
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
to 12?
Yeah, 2 to 12.
That was mental.
Yeah, like 1 p.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern, and I mean,
I'm technically doing something very similar to that very soon. Well, not as long.
What?
We're not going to be on camera as long.
What show? What is that?
We're going live for in
AEW.
weeks. Yeah, we're going live for AEW and the other two.
Oh yeah.
We'll be reacting.
Yeah, we'll do the other two, and then we'll switch over and do another show for AEW separately. Yeah, but yeah, I just hope that
since there's only gonna be 5 matches, we can go. We can watch one match, pause it, and go back and forth.
Yeah, we might do that. But I just like how WWE's finally realizing that people are getting tired. And I've heard another thing that Paul Heyman wants. I mean, Eric Bischoff wanted short feuds, but Paul Heyman wants a little bit longer, like maybe 2 pay-per-views. So they're kind of, putting together that. I think it's going to go back to 1 show eventually. I don't see how they could do it, but I think it's going to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep to 9:30 or 10. 9:30 is probably perfect, just in case you do go over. People won't be getting upset and mad with you. So thank you, WWE.
Alright, so now it's time to go on to the. We're gonna have some fun. It's Book It Ourselves, where we take any kind of concept and we book it ourselves. We've been doing a lot of tournaments. We booked our own G1 tournament. We booked our own WWE version of a G1 tournament. We booked a different tournament with the men. I think it's 16-man tournament.
So what you're saying is no more tournaments, right?
Actually, one more tournament.
Oh shit! Cause
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It is Queen of the Ring. Don't know why we don't have that yet. That was loud. Don't know why we don't have that yet. But we're gonna do Queen of the Ring. We're gonna do 16 women.
All right, I'll
take 4.
Mm-hmm.
Liam will take 4. Oh my gosh, it's a cute little kitty on a pole. A kitty on a pole match confirmed. That's so funny. Anyways,
how about we do 6? Everybody gets 2. To make it shorter. 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown.
What?
Or you
I
want?
Just trust me.
Okay.
I'm
Well, you're
gonna
doing
pick
4, 4, and 4. That's only 12.
I know, and it's still 4 more, and we're just gonna pick 4 people who are automatically gonna lose. Okay, my first is gonna be Ember Moon. I think she needs something really, really great because if she doesn't have it, she's gonna just disappear and it's gonna be really sad.
Yeah.
Next is Liv Morgan. She's super awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Pink hair, blue tongue beast who sells like nobody's business. Next, I'm going to bring in Sonya Deville.
Okay.
Because I'm not biased about Sonya Deville at all. So, and then my next one is gonna be keeping champions out of it. I'm gonna pick Carmella. That's gonna be my first 4. That's gonna be my 4 to jump into the tournament. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right. Who's your pick 4?
I'll take Charlotte.
Okay, Charlotte Flair.
Can't take Alexa Bliss because she's champion.
A champion.
Yeah, I know. One of the 2. I guess Charlotte. You already took Carmella from me. I guess Maria Kanellis.
Okay.
I don't know too many women. It's kind of hard here. Who's the 3rd member of the White Squad?
There's Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan.
Ruby.
Right, Ruby Riott. She's coming back from injury. That's cool.
And I guess Sasha Banks.
Okay, and Sasha Banks. Boom. Who are you for?
We go with Sarah Logan,
Mm-hmm.
Mandy Rose,
Okay.
Zelina Vega,
Okay.
and finally, we have the call up of Candice LeRae.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice one there.
Well, okay, so
Double call up, yes.
Natalia.
We'll do three more NXT call-ups for the last four slots, and one more main roster.
Okay.
So who should we also call up? Personally, I think Io Shirai. So
Okay.
she'll be my call-up. You get one more call-up, Liam.
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim. And who's
I don't
your
know.
call-up?
Just pick. I don't know anybody. I don't watch NXT. Just pick.
Just
I don't know NXT. So.
Just to give some flavor, we'll go Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray.
Okay.
And then, oh, no we don't. We'll go Isla Dawn, because Isla Dawn is awesome. Isla Dawn, and who should be the last main
Natalia.
roster? Natalia?
'Cause,
We
yeah,
were
she-
so close to not having Natalia or Naomi. We don't have Naomi, so that's okay.
Well, I can't think of any other women,
Yes.
and Natalia's probably gonna lose first round anyway. So.
Right, it's time to book
Okay,
it.
for my first round matchup, we're gonna have dramatic injury, and they have to be replaced with Naomi.
But
Hey.
for reals, who's going to be your first two?
I like it.
And you can pick any two. Who's your first two?
Candice LeRae and Zelina Vega.
Alright, and who goes over?
It's Candice LeRae. since
Candice
we're moving on
LeRae.
up to the east side.
Who is your first two?
To the Venus
Charlotte?
apartment in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on up to the east side.
Charlotte.
Just finally got a piece of the pie.
Fine.
I like that song. I hear the commercial too much, but okay. No, Charlotte, and I'll go with. Ruby Riot.
And
No,
who goes over?
actually, no, not Ruby Riot. Who's Selena Vega? Or you said Selena Vega, right?
Yeah, he picked.
You picked Selena Vega. Damn.
Yeah.
No,
he already eliminated.
Ruby
Zelina
Riot
Vega.
with Charlotte losing.
Okay, Charlotte's out first round. It's Ruby Riot. Okay.
You have to have one
My
surprise.
first match of my first round is going to be Sonya Deville versus Miss Liv Morgan, and unfortunately, Miss Liv Morgan will not pass round one. Shut up. But so your second match is who?
Well, it'll be the last.
I know.
two,
I'm
and
trying to
then
remember.
Be Sarah.
Sarah Logan.
Sarah Logan
Versus
and Mandy Rose.
and who, wow, who goes over there?
Mandy.
Mandy Rose. Whoa. So Fire and Desire keeps on moving up.
Well, they gotta meet you later
Mm-hmm.
for Mandy Rose to go over.
Not happening.
So who's winning the
So
whole thing?
your final two. Who are they?
Our final two women?
Yes. You already have. You picked them. Just who did you say? Sasha Banks and who?
Oh, the final two matches. Sasha Banks. I forgot the other one. Natalia.
Yeah.
No, Natalia was on the other side.
Oh, you said. Oh, it was. Was it?
Oh,
Banks and-
Ruby Riot. I already said Ruby,
Ruby
Riot.
Riot, Charlotte Flair, Sasha
I already
Banks,
said Ruby Riot.
and oh, he said Maria Kanellis.
Yes.
So is it going to be Maria Kanellis
No.
or Sasha Banks?
Sasha Banks fighting
Alright,
up against my
Sasha
Ruby Riot.
Banks. Sasha Banks winning there. And then my last one is Carmella versus Ember Moon. I think this would be I don't know why I did heel versus heel and face versus face. I'm just that crazy. And I'm going to pick Ember Moon to go over Carmella here because I think they could put on a really great match together. And Ember Moon gets the win as well with a very nice eclipse.
Yeah, you see my logical booking of face heel. Face heel that actually had a dynamic beforehand versus face heel. that could play up the whole conventionally attractive versus woman who doesn't want to wear makeup and want to have more of a natural look and more tomboy. So it's there's instant grind between them two and previous grind between the other ones. So see.
I mean, I could have done Carmella versus.
But you didn't. So.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we go on.
And then Io. Which one would Io face? Would she face Natalia?
Io versus Natalia.
Io versus Natalia?
Yes.
Io versus Natalia. Who wins there?
Io.
Io, of course she does. And then next is Isla Dawn versus Mia Yim.
Mia Yim goes over.
Oh, you just did that to spite me.
Oh, she goes over.
Okay, she goes over. All right, so it's Mia Yim versus Io Shirai. Io Shirai wins there. Your two is Sasha Banks versus Ruby Riott. Who wins?
Sasha, because she's just coming back.
Okay, and yours is Mandy Rose versus
Candice
LeRae.
This is where Candice LeRae loses. But from Nefarious Means, says Zelina Vega, her feud's going to go further with her on the main roster.
Okay.
So Zelina's going to come out and distract her to allow Mandy to get the win.
And Mandy Rose gets the win. And then it's Sonya Deville versus Ember Moon.
You really painted himself to a corner here.
I did. Who do I like more? Oh no. My heart says to pick Ember Moon, but my brain says to pick Sonya Deville. I'm gonna go Sonya Deville. I wanna Sonya Deville. Fine. It's too late. I already said her name. Sonya Deville wins.
Do it. Okay, so Sonya Deville, Io Shirai, Mandy Rose,
Sasha Banks.
And Sasha Banks are on there. So who's fighting who?
I
want Sasha versus Io, and I want Sonya versus Mandy Rose.
But I want Sonya Deville to win.
Okay, fine. We'll give you the win. Mandy Rose will try to lure her and be like, "Oh, we're best friends," but try to betray her. Sonya Deville will still come out, but win at the end. So.
Okay. And then
Sonya Deville, and then
Sasha Banks versus Io Shirai,
which is
again, I think
matchup I really want to see. So.
Yeah, that'd be a really good matchup, and only because Io is the longest NXT winner all the way to this point. I think this is where she finally loses. Sasha Banks will get the win here because she is just returning. So who wins versus Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville? Wow.
Sasha Banks.
Wow.
2-1.
I obviously pick Sonya Deville because Sonya Deville has a singles victory over Sasha Banks. So I feel like I should do rock paper scissors against both of y'all. And if I lose one, Sasha Banks wins. But if I beat both,
okay.
So who's going first?
1, 2, 3, shoot. We'll just go all together. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
So me and him first.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Alright. Damn.
Okay.
It's up to me, Steven.
Yes.
I got it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors.
The
I had one.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it.
Oh, and Sonya Deville wins. It was so crazy.
They should have never allowed it there.
Yay, thank you for allowing me.
Sasha Banks gets buried.
I'm done.
Turn.
I'm done.
The internet wrestling community has just left. That's what DJ was representing.
What?
So Sonya.
I was representing the WWE Universe?
Surprising victory. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's move on to the next segment of the
Like all
show.
the tournaments turns into nothing in WWE. And it's later forgotten about in a month.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Okay. So.
What's next?
Next segment.
Next segment is What Do You Think? It's where we take a question and we ask our fellow compadres, what do you think? I will start this one, everybody. Right. And what do you think about the want to put NXT directly against AEW on Wednesdays?
Yes and no. Well, before we say that, I just want to mention that Fox is angry because they were in talks of putting NXT on FS1 or one of their other affiliates. So now that's not happening.
Well, nothing
I
has
don't know.
been set in stone just yet on anything.
No,
I'm just
no,
saying,
not yet. Right.
What do
but
you think of them wanting to do that to put competition?
It won't. I know NXT's great. I know they got good matches. I know they're gonna go 2 hours, so you'll probably get 6 to 8 matches a night. Because NXT does a lot of matches, from what I've heard from Liam.
Usually only 3.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying with 2 hours you can do 6. They don't do a lot of backstage. It's just I just think AEW's gonna win out. Is AEW gonna be a 3-hour show, 2-hour show? Or
2 hour.
2 hour? So that's why, okay.
8 to 10 for us.
I just don't see them beating AEW in the ratings. I mean, it's great wrestling, but overall, AEW is going to beat WWE outright for everything.
Bold prediction. What do you think?
I think it's a logical choice for them, but I think it's going to overall not be able to move as much as they think. And AEW will still, pull out ahead.
Anything from you, Lisa?
Well, that was just my question to y'all.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Who wants to go next for your next
My
question?
question is,
Okay.
what do you think about the idea that moving to USA Network, that it's going to lead to more creative control from Vince McMahon? Because that was the speculation for a while.
There are rumors that Vince McMahon is going to be there to get things started and then go away.
yeah, I doubt that.
But I honestly don't think he's gonna end up having any creative control because NXT is something that's beyond him. Even though he's a control freak, he has 3 things going on, not to mention everything else in his life, his personal life that we don't know about. I don't see him trying to take control.
And plus, he's got the XFL coming up. So
That's what I'm saying. You have SmackDown, Raw,
on the XFL
and pay-per-views and XFL.
Right.
I don't see it. I don't see him trying.
Oh, yeah, congratulations there for Landry Jones.
For what?
Being the first XFL signing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
former Oklahoma and Pittsburgh Steelers backup quarterback.
Yep.
Awesome.
I do remember that.
Well,
Jones.
first Oklahoma starting quarterback, of course. The Pittsburgh Steelers backup quarterback.
That's gonna be. It's just gonna be. I don't.
That's your cousin, right?
That's my inverse cousin.
Yes.
I don't really know what's gonna happen with that. I just hope everything stays the same, because if it does go downhill, ratings are gonna go down, and that's gonna be even worse for them competing against AEW. We've seen Raw ratings go down recently because of what's been happening, and I just think you don't want your best thing going for you to go down. I hate to say that because it is a sub show to Raw and SmackDown, or like a developmental show, I guess. And it's just the best thing going right now. So I hope that's not true.
Your question.
I guess my question to y'all is, I talked about it when we did the rants. I actually did a nice rant about the 9:30 Central Time on the pay-per-views. They actually want to go, I don't know if that's the set time, but they do want to go shorter. That's rumored. And I was just wondering what y'all thought about that. The pay-per-views actually having an end time. Or shorter pay-per-views.
Your question is, what do you think?
What do you think about the shorter end time, the shorter pay-per-views? Like 3 hours instead of 4, or something like that. Or
It's
3 and a
better,
half.
It definitely causes them to really think about what's more important, what needs to be on a pay-per-view, than just throwing everything on there.
Or just
So it's
throwing
more
everything in
advantageous
there
to
for
us.
10 minutes. Throwing everything in there for 10-minute matches.
Exactly. So it's definitely
you're
more
right.
advantageous to us. And if y'all hear that, that's storming outside out of nowhere.
It's Tony storming outside.
Yeah, so if you want to hurry before we
She's
might
cool.
lose power.
You see You see it raining the other way. That's because it's Australian.
So yeah, we think it's going to be advantageous if they go for it. If
Right.
they actually stick true to that. But
Yeah.
it's Vince, it's WWE. We
Right.
really don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, that was a good, fun segment.
Last segment.
Our final segment of the show. It's very fun. It's where we take questions outside from either you guys watching or from places unknown. And we answer them. And we have fun talking about them, speculating. Alright, first question. Who has a good one?
Somebody from outside wanna ask a question?
Here's the question.
No, okay.
So, how terrible do you think the Shorty G name is?
That's right.
Oh, that's a horrible name.
Yeah, real terrible.
That's not even gonna last. I don't even think they do it. I hope not, because I don't want to see him rap.
The only good thing is like it would be barely on TV, so no one will ever hear Shorty G.
That's so wrong. But true. I think it's dumb and stupid and it shouldn't happen. That's just me. Okay, so here's a question that I saw that I wanted to ask about. Could the 4 Horsewomen main event WrestleMania 36? Do you think that's a possibility? Do you think it will happen?
No.
What do you? No.
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 Give some context. Why do you think not?
I just don't think that it's on the main roster, Vince McMahon's radar right now.
Mm-hmm.
As in story-wise. But most I've seen, like the whole 4 Horsewomen standoff thing that they had, I just seen like a picture taken for social media. Like I don't think that was something that was coming from the writers of Vince McMahon himself. And to be fair, it would be really forced that they try to do it now because you have to put people who are bitter rivals together on the same team.
Well, maybe
so
not.
realistically, I wouldn't even want to see it.
Right.
Okay, so let me change the question a bit. Not 4 Horsewomen versus 4 Horsewomen, but the 4 Horsewomen in a fatal 4-way for a title at the main event of WrestleMania.
Not
if Ronda Rousey becomes one of the 4 Horsewomen, possibly.
not
She
not
was
this.
put in there because of the marketability.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could see it next WrestleMania, not this WrestleMania, just because there's, to me, not enough time to build storylines. I mean, yes, you do have like 8 months, but I just can't see it happening because how many are signed out of? Just one, right, Charlotte? How many of the Horsewomen are?
Bailey's the SmackDown champion.
What are you talking about? Bailey, Sasha?
Becky is your Raw champion. Charlotte's about to feud with Bailey again, and Sasha's about to start feuding with Becky.
I just don't think Sasha's gonna be big enough. Okay, that's who. Okay, I forgot Sasha. Yeah, we just talked about it too.
Sasha Banks just turned heel on Natalya and Becky this past Monday.
I would like to see it, but like Sasha's been so, like Liam said, on and off the radar that I don't think she'll be fighting much. It's just there's not gonna be a lot of need for Sasha. I'm sorry. Bailey, the Hug connection, really, she hasn't done too much lately. Charlotte, obviously.
She's champion. She just defended her title against Ember Moon last week.
Well, I know that, but I mean, other than the last couple of pay-per-views, she hasn't done much, really. But how long will she keep the title? And once she loses again, to me, I think she'll probably be a nobody again.
She's had it for a couple months. I mean, I think the fatal 4-way match for the championship could happen this WrestleMania. I think it could happen.
Who's title?
I think it's Becky Lynch going in as champion against Charlotte versus Sasha versus Bailey. I think it could happen
Bailey
for the Raw Women's Championship.
Does Bailey lose her title beforehand?
Okay. Set up for it. Bailey's champion. The other 3 all fell out of the ring at the Royal Rumble at the same time. Technically, Charlotte's feet hit the ground first because she's taller, but they don't show it like that. They just say all of them at the same time, all setting up for this fatal 4-way. Boom.
I could see it.
But I'm saying I can see the match. I cannot see it as a main event, though. I don't see at all. I think there's far more compelling storylines going on.
I would still even say for that it doesn't necessarily. I don't think that's on his radar.
Yeah,
I don't
either.
at them as the 4 Horsewomen because that's such an NXT thing.
It definitely is. I don't see that. I don't see it on his radar. I honestly don't see all that happening. But the Fatal 4-Way match, I can see kind of happening. Because you have your two baby faces with Becky and Bayley, and you have your two heels with Charlotte and Sasha. The fact that your heels sound the same and your faces sound the same is a new point. But I think it could be cool. I think it could be interesting.
And then
I think it could happen, but it
Becky
might probably
betrays Bailey because that's just what happens with Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's how you can tell that he doesn't watch NXT. Is that Sasha Banks never betrayed Bailey all the time?
She did,
not 100%,
but it didn't happen. It didn't do anything with it. The first women's elimination chamber, she turned on her, and then nothing came of it except for them going to, what is that? Counseling.
Because it's like Sting. Everyone betrays Bailey.
Mm-hmm. He teams up with Ric Flair.
Everyone betrays Sting. That's why he makes all the sad songs.
Funny.
Yes.
Any more questions?
Who do you think is more of the WWE face? Seth Rollins or Kofi Kingston?
Seth Rollins.
Why do you think that?
I say that because he's on a bigger brand, and he's just fighting a bigger name in Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Kofi King. I mean, they're very close. You know, Kofi comes in a very close second, but Kofi. The reason why Brock Lesnar lost is because there's rumors going around, and I'm almost 100% sure it's going to happen. Kofi's going to lose to Brock because they want Brock on Fox wants Brock on SmackDown as champion, and that's why you're going to have the feud with Kofi and Brock, which is going to probably be just like the Seth and Brock feud.
For me, I think people are loving Kofi a lot more. I think he's a bigger babyface for the company. He's definitely having the better matches, in my opinion. Finally, I was watching so many reviews and everyone hated Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Yes, the ending was not the best, but I was actually enjoying it, and finally one person enjoyed it the same as me, and that was Mafu Greg of Cultaholic / Botchamania. So it's cool. We have kinship there, buddy. Thank you for understanding and seeing my point of view as well. But yeah, I think it's definitely Kofi. Definitely better storylines, definitely better material, and he's had more feuds. He's already had 4 feuds. Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and now Randy Orton, where it's literally double the feuds of Seth Rollins' Baron Corbin and Brock Lesnar. That's all he's had. So, to me, it's Kofi. What do you think?
I'd say Seth, because you still look at Raw's Day show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'd say kind of even overall though, but you know.
Okay. I'm usually in the minority anyway. It's all good. Any final questions we can think of, or we know of?
Not off the top of my head. No.
Okay. Well, then I guess that's the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Before we do the full-on outro, just a quick reminder: we might do this. Stay tuned. Maybe there might be another show coming up after this. We'll see. Maybe not. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but again, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment below and let us know what you thought out of all of our talking points, everything we talked about. Let us know what you guys think. After you do that, please give us those sexy likes.
And the unsexy ones.
And then after you do that, share this video and, well, all of our videos to your friends.
And enemies.
After you do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that way you are part of the Smarky family. and then hit that notification bell or ring the notification bell because
So you know when we go live for all WWE and probably most AEW pay-per-views, and we also go live around this time, 1 or 2 o'clock Central Time, on most Sundays.
it's for our podcast, Shooting with the Smarky Family. It was a good episode today, everybody. And anything?
You can follow me.
Well, yeah. Again, before we do the plugs, you definitely want to be notified when we go live next
2 weeks.
week. Well, next week for our 2 things: our predictions and our podcast, Shooting with Smarky Family, episode 46. And then the Saturday after that, we have NXT UK Takeover Cardiff and Royal Quest for New Japan Pro Wrestling. We're going to be streaming our reactions live back to back, all in the same hour. And then after that, we will be watching AEW AEW All Out. All of that is going to be on August 31st, so you definitely want to stay tuned and catch us with that. All right, where can they find you, sir?
At DJC.
Where first?
At Twitter. On Twitter at DJC_SEL.
And you, good sir.
Follow me on Twitter at Liam_SWA.
And you also can find me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP. Yeah, and
That's it.
thanks again, you guys, so much for watching, and until next time, it will be awesome. See you later, everybody.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Champion DJ with your invisible belt.
And he's also invisible because he just
His
completely
invisible belt
left.
mobile.